Food is what makes all of us happy, and today to tell us more about some exciting dishes, we have with us Chef Vikram Khatri, who is the business head for Guppy by I, restaurants located both in Delhi and Mumbai. Chef, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So what are you going to teach us today?
So we thought it's summertime, so how about a quick salad? That's what Guppy is known for. We've got some exciting salad leaves, we've got some beetroot, we've got some seafood which is just for a choice, and ample toppings where one can spin at home.
Okay.
And yes, the salad is all ready for you.
So can you take us through the various toppings and ingredients we require to make the salad?
Sure. So of course we need the leaves which are right there, the salad leaf. Now these can be of your choice. The green leafy or the romaine or lolo rosso, whatever is there, you can find fresh in the market. Of course, avocados, my all-time favorite. I'm sure you also like avocados.
Well, I love avocados, but I am allergic to them over the last year.
Okay, so you should not look at them. Rest of the stuff is for you then. We've got some beetroot. Now, I've bit prepped them in advance. I'll show how we do it here at Guppy. We've got some cherry tomatoes. We've got some beetroot which is just wrapped up, thrown in the oven. All the work is done by the oven itself. Half an hour waiting time, you take it out, slice them in cubes, and they're right there. They caramelize the sugar, makes them so sweet and yummy. Trust me, they're really yummy. And then we have got some cress like the mizunas. We've got some daikon cress. We've got some amaranth.
Amazing. And then how do we proceed?
So just wear up your glove. I've done prepping a bit by kind of chopping the like hand plucking the leaves. So what exactly we need is these are the leaves here, you can see. So it's a mix of iceberg, the lolo rosso, and the green leafy. And where we're using now, salad is all about your innovation, so you can use anything. So far what it requires is a good quality vinegar or lemon juice, salt, pepper for your seasoning, and any oil of your choice. It could be canola, it could be sesame. And now we're talking about Guppy, so we use a lot of extra virgin sesame oil, not the olive oil. And so that goes as a mix. I'm a little generous with the dressing.
Any quantities you could specify? How much?
Not exactly. I mean, your salad should not be dripping. It should not be runny salad. Neither it should be like over-soaked salad. Now, if you throw in your dressing well in advance, what happens is it will drain out the water from the leaves, and you will find your salad very lumpy. So what we'll do is now we'll arrange these leaves here, and this goes on the side. Sorry. And what we'll do is, these are my beetroots. So what we've done here is we've kind of given them like a little bit of umami flavor, which is like throwing them in a bit of vinegar, touch of palm sugar, and it sits in there for a while.
In the oven?
Not in the oven, just the raw beetroot, slice them and just throw them in that dressing, and it sits for like 24 hours. And then what we've done is it has got, I'll just show you how we do it. So these are the slices which are just from that dressing out. And that's a mixture which is in a piping bag which is made here. It has got tofu, some capers, a little salt, pepper, soy sauce. So what goes here is like a bit of piping. And you can use any nut as well. It could be almond, it could be anything. So it's like something like tofu pesto, I should say. There you go. So that's the roll what we've already made. And it sits in there. And then any of your choice. So since it's beetroot we're talking about, so this is like the two-way beetroot. So this beetroot will be slightly tarty because it is thrown in a bit of vinegar. And this beetroot, because it has its own sugar which is kind of caramelized in the oven, so there's nothing to be done further.
So this beetroot, you just put it straight away in the oven and then
just wrap it in a silver foil or aluminum wrap, throw it in the oven like 100 degrees and for half an hour, 45 minutes, and what will happen is the beetroot will cook in its own juice. So all that sugar content will take out the earthiness from the beetroot and it will be more flavorful and more sweet. And then these are the heart of palm. So this goes as a topping. It has a very fantastic crunch and flavor. There you go. And some bit of asparagus. And since I'll not touch the avocados, they're just for the garnish today. Since you said you are allergic to them.
But you can use it for our viewers. I won't eat it, that's all right.
I'm sure viewers are not going to taste it, so you're having it. So, and some bit of crust here. And these are again the juliennes of vegetables what we have already done.
And which are the vegetables? I can
So
see carrots.
these are, yeah, so you can see the carrot, the radish, the beetroot. So just to kind of layer it well. My all-time favorite, the flax seeds. These are a little tossed on the pan. So what happens is the flavor comes out. It makes it more nuttiness. And same with the sesame seeds, because the dressing what we've used is with sesame. So with old salad, you can find a lot of flavors, a lot of crunch, a lot of bite, and you're ready to go.
Amazing. It looks fantastic.
People who like seafood, that's also part of Guppy here. We have some diced tuna, we have some diced salmon, some prawn and crab stick. So what we can do is we can just kind of mix them up. You like seafood?
Yes, I love seafood.
Okay, fantastic. So we've got some fresh salmon. So just throw it here. You can actually slightly marinate them in case if you have soy sauce with you. So just dip them in soy and you're ready to go. So I'm just arranging the tuna here. And then I have some surimi crab meat. These are the crab flakes. The steamed fish with some crab meat. So these can also go last minute like a garnish. Yeah? So it has beetroot and a lot of exciting. So it can actually play like a meal in a bowl. You can throw in some quinoa on top. You can throw in any grain. Could be like touch of barley. So this is like your meal in itself for the day. I think one meal can be of like a healthy salad bowl with some grains, crunch.
This looks amazing, Chef. What is next on the agenda?
So next, what we're gonna do is now a lot of vegetarian guests actually kind of feel bad because they don't get anything which is like a steak for them.
Right.
So we'll do a quick steak for vegetarian.
Well, that sounds delicious. I can't wait to learn the recipe for that, and I'm sure so can't our viewers. We'll see you on the other side of this break. Well, somebody once said there's no love more sincere than the love for food. Today we are back with Chef Vikram Khatri, who is the business head at Guppy by restaurants located both in Mumbai and Delhi. Before the break, he showed us how to make a yummy salad, and now he is going to teach us how to make something vegetarian and hot. What is it, and what all do we need to make it, Chef?
Thank you so much, AMBIKA. So here, as I said, we'll be doing a steak, and that too for vegetarians. And that will be a steak of tofu, and we'll mix in some vegetables and artichokes that side. So just toss them, and your exciting steak for vegetarians is there.
So let's begin.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, we'll heat up the pan, and what I'll do is maybe just sanitize a bit of my hands because we have to dust the tofu, and with the gloves they're a bit difficult. So once it's gone is where, so what I've done here is the silken tofu, we've kind of pressed them so that the water is out, and what I'm doing here is just rubbing it on the flour. Now since in case you are gluten allergic, intolerant, so what you can do is you can actually substitute flour with cornstarch as well. Here my pan is hot, I'm throwing in a bit of oil. Now you can use oil which could be sesame, which could be vegetable, which could be quinoa, it could be any oil.
So which one are we using today? Sesame.
We are using sesame. What I'll do now is a bit of salt. Because that is something which is important, like the seasoning. And now this goes here. Bit more oil. Bean sprouts. That's moong dal bean sprouts, so these are kind of powerhouse of protein. We got some beans to go. We've got some lotus root, some bit of tomatoes. That actually spikes up the dish. I think the color is almost right. You can reduce a bit of flame. You can throw in some seasoning here. Pepper, a bit of salt, and that's the Japanese 7 spice. Because we're cooking in Delhi and everyone loves spice.
Of course.
And it's called shichimi, what we put. It's a mixture of 7 spices, not that spicy, but it gives you that zing what you need in your dish. So that's the whole, and I've actually divided into 4,
Right.
like the quarters. So that will be 2 for each steak. You can see the nice golden color. So that's like the crust for your steak, which actually all meat lovers like.
Right.
And since tofu is juicy and silicon, so it will have its own texture. So I think it's good to go. So what we can do now is we can just arrange the vegetables like the bed. So randomly you can arrange them. So just pat dry on the kitchen towel so that the extra oil drains out. We have the sauce, which we have here is gluten-free soy. It's called temari soy, and it has been slightly thickened up with the cornstarch. It has a bit of mirin, which is the sweet cooking liquor, and a touch of lemon zest, so bring in the zestiness, and a little bit of lemon juice as well. So it actually the mirin, which since it's sweet, the soy, which is salty, and the lemon. So all 3 actually gives you the best umami what is required for the dish.
Basically, this is a miracle ingredient.
Yeah. So we'll just baste the sauce, and I feel you have to be a little generous because it's tough for the sauce to penetrate in an ingredient like tofu.
Right.
And now it's time for the artichokes to sit. So we have the artichokes here. You can take off the oil.
Well, Chef, it looks absolutely divine and I can't wait to taste it. And that is a favorite part of the show for me, but that's after the break. Welcome back. Time now for some food tasting. Chef, let's get started.
Sure, why not? I'll serve it to you.
Good idea.
So we'll start with the salad, what we did. So what do you like more, leaves or the toppings?
A bit of both.
A bit of both, okay. So the beetroot. And we have not put the avocados, so they stay for my meal.
Thank you.
And here goes some tuna, some beetroot. Like heart of palm, then let's do heart of palm as well.
I'll have some more salmon.
We need more salmon.
Thank you.
And some prawns and the crab.
Lovely.
Bon appetit.
Can't wait. This looks delicious. amazing. It's really nice.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, what are the other Japanese foods or dishes that one can try at home apart from these two?
Salad, since it's quick and it's versatile, so you can throw in your own topping, choice of leaves, tofu. You can do noodles like a pan tossed noodle. Earlier we were chatting about the konjac stuff, so maybe if you can get the healthy konjac jelly noodles, they're bit not available, could be throughout in the market, but you never know if you can give it a shot. Or soba noodle or green tea soba noodle, like a quick wok toss. That's easy to prep at home. Unless you're more experimental and give it a shot to do sushi for yourself.
Okay. And what are the key ingredients one needs to kind of keep at home so you can sometimes just experiment without overthinking?
Soy for sure,
Okay.
and that too Japanese soy because that's more rich. It is more flavorful. It has got more umami. Miso for that matter, like miso paste. Even that can be used to do a quick dipping sauce for your salad. Then rest of the stuff like a green tea powder in case if you can fetch some.
Okay.
You can keep drinking or you can make your own dressing or you can make your own sauce out of it. So these are few ingredients one can always keep at home handy.
But this is incredible. Let's taste our main course as well.
Sure.
Thank you.
And now we can start with the tofu. Oh, it's fine. So
Great.
some veggies as well. And your artichoke.
Fabulous. It's perfect. It's nice, it's sweet and sour. Now, do you see a lot of people who come into the restaurant opting for vegan food and vegetarian food?
Yes, they do because the part where we are now as a world, I think most of the people they want healthy lifestyles. So vegan and vegetarian is always there. And being Japanese restaurant, at times, many think that there are no enough options for one can find.
Right.
But just to let everyone know that half of the menu is primarily vegetarian. So there are a lot of options from the menu what we serve.
Lovely. Well, Chef, this is incredible as well. And thank you so much for sharing the recipes with us. And I'm sure our viewers will try it at home. And thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
See you again next week.